Hello friends, I am Shivaji Bhaskar, Faculty of Russian at the School of Foreign Languages, IGNOU. I welcome you all to this course, Basics of Russian Communication Skills Part 1. As you already aware that in the previous module we have discussed about the Russian alphabet, its letters, and we have differentiated all these letters as vowels and consonants. As you know that in the introductory phonetics of the Russian language, there are certain concepts that we need to remember and keep in our mind regularly in order to understand the basics. So far we have discussed about the peculiar nature of these different letters of the Russian alphabet. Then we have also covered them as vowels, consonants and signs. Then we have also seen with the help of English approximation word and sample Russian words how the sound of these letters are different. Now in this module we are going to discuss about different combination of these vowels and consonants. This is going to help you especially in order to understand the basic nuances of the Russian sound system or the phonetics. So, I hope that with the help of these kind of exercises, you will be able to understand and distinguish between different sounds of the letters of the Russian alphabet and further differentiate them as vowels or consonants. So, let us go ahead and look at these kind of concepts one by one. So, let us go ahead and look at a few more examples. Now, as in Russian grammar or phonetics, we have two separate styles of asking and answering. They are sometimes differentiated as affirmative and interrogative. Affirmative is simple sentences like "eta dom," "eta mama," "eta papa," etc., whereas interrogative precisely means that you are asking a question. "Eta dom," "eta mama," "eta papa." That is why the tone and texture in the interrogative will go higher at the end, whereas in affirmative it will fall. So, "eta dom," "eta mama," "eta papa." Now look at the interrogative. "Eta dom," "eta dom," "eta papa," "eta papa." "Dom tam," "dom tam," "papa tam," "papa tam." So these kind of different sentences which you have are being categorized as affirmative and interrogative. So I hope with the help of all these such examples, you will be able to make your own list of simple sentences and then finally differentiate them as affirmative or interrogative. Alright, so let us go ahead and look at the different concepts now. So here we have certain examples. Now we will be using the word "da" along. "Eta dom," "da," "eta dom." "Eta mama," "da," "eta mama." "Eta papa," "da," "eta papa." So what do we see here? We see that when I am asking a question and while answering using "the," there is a pause. Why? So that I can understand that after using "the," which means yes, I can answer the question fully. So now we will redo it again. "Eta dom," is this a house? "Da," "eta dom." Yes, this is a house or the house depending upon the context. So accordingly you can look at these different sentences where we have different style and different words of Russian, but while answering we are using "the" in every sentence. So after every "the" we have to have a small pause. So, eta mama, da, eta mama. Eta papa, da, eta papa. Dom tut, da, dom tut. Dom tam, da, dom tam. Mama tam, da, mama tam. Papa tam, da, papa tam. So, you have to consider this special tone and texture while making interrogative or affirmative, and finally using the word the and having a pause. I hope this concept is clear, and I would like to recommend you all to note them down in your notebook and converse in Russian with your family and friends in order to understand this concept clearly. Alright, now we will go ahead and look at a few more such combinations, and then we will have some new words, and then based on these new words we will have negative or interrogative and affirmative, and we will use the as well. So, here we have combination of different consonants and vowels together. We have ra, ro, ru, ar, or and ur, dra, dro and dru, tra, tro and tru. However, it is quite different from what we have just learned in the previous module, because now we are bringing this combination of three different letters together. Why? Because in order to prepare you well in advance for such pronunciation and preparing you for making the perfect sound and pronouncing them correctly when you will be speaking Russian, especially when using different new words and then sentences. So, please pay attention to such concepts with clear mind. Alright, now let us go ahead and see some of the new examples we are going to discuss with you all. We have certain such words of Russian like rod, brat, utro, utrом, rana, работа, baraban. Here you can see that it is a combination of 3, 4, 5 different letters, but we have vowels, sometimes 1, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, but as we have discussed the role and nature of udarение or stress, which will always be on a vowel, is playing an important role. So, let us repeat these words again and understand their meaning one by one. Rot, which means mouth, brat means brother, utra means morning, utram means in the morning, rana which means early, rabota which means work, and baraban which means drum. Okay, let us go ahead and see them in a form of a sentence. Simple sentence, eta brat. Then we are asking, is this a brother? Eta brat, and then finally saying, yes, this is brother. Da, eta brat. So, you can have all such words which we have done in the previous modules and changing them into this format. First, a simple sentence, eta brat, eta dom, eta kniga, eta komnata, and likewise many other such words, changing into interrogative and answering them finally with the. So, we have eta baraban, da, eta baraban, utram, mama, doma, utram mama doma, da, utram mama doma. So, You can also pay attention to the tone and texture when I am repeating all these threes in different contexts. The tone is flat when we are saying simple sentence. The tone is going higher when we are asking a question, and the tone is flat but with a pause when I am answering. Okay? So, you have to pay attention to these particular concepts, and I am sure that you will be able to make your own sentences like you have just learned in a very simple and efficient manner. So, now we will go ahead and look at such more examples. For example, Utram Papa Doma. Utram Papa Doma. Da Utram Papa Doma. Rana Utram Brat Doma. Now, we have more examples so that you can understand them properly. So, I will repeat again, Rana Utram Brat Doma, and now you will see, we will go ahead and check that how the word is changing. Alright, so as we are discussing about the different roles of these letters when we are pronouncing them separately, and then we are seeing that how these letters are acting when combined. And finally, as we have already seen a few examples, that how the combination of certain letters when we are making a word, what kind of sound structure they have. So, now we will be discussing a few more such combinations, and then we will see certain words and their nature, whether they are in simple style or interrogative or affirmative. So, we have with us now ka, ko, ku, ak, ok and ook. If you pay attention to the structure here is that we have consonant plus vowel, and in the second line we have vowel plus consonant, so that you can differentiate between these two different combination and their sounds. Now, we have some words with us. Now, pay attention to the structure and the sound of these words. We have kak, kto, komnata. Here you can see that in kak, in kto, we have only one single vowel, but in case of komnata we have three vowels, that is o and a twice. So, in this example you have learned that with the combination of vowel and consonant, consonant and vowel, what kind sound we have, and these words, as you know, that kak means how, kto means who, and komnata means room. So, here we have different sound pattern, and as well as we have different words with us and meaning. Based on these words, you can also make your own simple sentences, interrogative sentences and affirmative sentences. Now, let us go ahead and see some of more such examples like urok, park, kot, ruka, karta, akno. Especially in this last word, we have a very different pronunciation. You know why? Because here the role of stress or udareniye is playing a vital role, and clearly the sound is changing. Akno, whereas we are starting the word with o, but the sound is not okno, it is akno, simply because the rule of udareniye or the stress is falling on the second vowel, and that is why the sound of first vowel o is changing into a. So, akno, not okno. Okay? So, I hope this is clear. Now, we will repeat these words once again. Urok means lesson, park means park, kot means cat, and basically Kot means tomcat, and Ruka means hand, Karta means map, and Akno, which means window. Alright, now let us go ahead and see these all words which we have just learned. We will be using them in the form of sentences. But before that, let us look at these constructions. Kto, as we already know, kto means who. Who is this? Kto это? This is mama or это mama. So, this is mama or mother or mom, we can say. Then we have kto это. Who is this? Это papa. This is father. Kto это? Это Anton. Anton. This is Anton, a Russian name for males. Anton. Кто это? Это брат. This is brother. Кто это? Это Anna. Это Anna. Anna is a Russian very popular names for females. Anna. So, we have two Russian famous names, Anton and Anna. Alright, now let us go ahead and look at these combinations where we have vowel and consonants together again. Here we have ga, go, ga, ka, go, ko, gu, ku. This is specially being done so that you understand all these simple sound patterns of different letters of the Russian alphabet, and when combining them with vowels, these consonants and vowels have a very peculiar sound. Now, let us go ahead and look at some of the words which we have. Naga, gora, громко, когда, бумага, погода, дорога, подруга, группа. So, now let us understand the meaning of these words. Naga means leg, gora means mountain, громко means loudly, когда means when, бумага means paper, погода means weather, дорога means path, подруга a female friend, and группа means group. Okay. So, now we will go ahead and look at some examples in a form of a sentence. So, we are going to make a few sentences. We will ask a question and look at the intonation. As you remember the role of intonation in Russian, that if I am asking a question, the tone will rise at the end, and when I am answering it would be a flat but with a pause. So, это бумага, да, это бумага. Это подруга, да, это подруга. Когда папа дома? Папа дома утром. Когда мама дома? Мама дома утром. Когда брат дома? Брат дома рано утром. So, here you can see the construction of sentences with the help of mostly such words which we have just learned in the previous module and in the previous session. And you will see that most of these words, because certainly they are combination of different letters, and then the tone and texture of these sentences. So, in order to visualize, in order to remember, in order to master all these concepts, the most important thing is that when you are listening to all these concepts, you have to remember them by heart, while keeping in mind that the role of stress or udarenya, when vowel is being used, what kind of role vowel does play in a word formation. Then when we are making a sentence, we have to be very clear in our mind whether the sentence is interrogative, affirmative. Alright. So, we will keep on doing such many other things in this duration of the course, but before that there are certain things which we require from you. Certainly that you need to note them down in your notebook, converse communicate in Russian with your family and friends, and then pay attention to these basic aspects again and again. And exercise and modules which we are providing to you, please keep listening to them, watch them and note them down in your notebooks and continuously do exercises. So, with the help of this, I am sure that you will master the basics of Russian language with efficiency, and you will find easy to learn and easy to communicate. Now, let us go ahead and see some of the examples which we use in day-to-day communication. Now, we are going to use and see the role of letter E. So far, we have seen letter E only as a letter, but now we are going to see that what kind of role does this letter E plays when it is used in a sentences. Mama и папа, папа и брат, мама и брат, мама и папа дома, рано утром мама и папа дома. Here, if you pay attention, when I am pronouncing, when I am using this particular sentence with E, the E and the next word doesn't have any pause. So, mama y papa doma. Here, if you listen to this sentence, you might understand it as if E papa is one word, but it is not. E is separate, papa is separate, doma is separate. But when communicating, this is the basic rule that how to use it. So, mama y papa doma means mama or the mom, y papa and father are at home. Likewise, mama y papa, mom and dad, papa y brat, dad and brother, mama y brat, mom and brother, mama y papa doma, mom and dad are at home. Then rana utram mama y papa doma, early in the morning mother and father or mom and dad are at home. Alright, so I hope this concept is absolutely clear. You will be able to use E very efficiently. Just to remind it once again so that you don't forget it, let's do a few more exercises. Когда он и мама, когда он и она дома. For example, we can use mama, we can use papa, we can use any other word which has resemblance or which has accuracy in the sentence formation. Here we have когда он и она дома. When does he and she at home? Ani doma utram. Utram means in the morning. So, in place of he and she, we are using they. They are at home in the morning. Alright. To eta. Who is this? Here we can use eta mama. We can also use eta papa. We can also use eta brat. And when combined together, we can also say Kto ani, who are they? Eta mama, eta papa, eta brat combined together as eta mama, papa y brat. Alright. So, please remember that in Russian, E is also used as a conjunction meaning and we have already done quite a few exercises and examples, and now we will do once more. Mama y papa, mom and dad. Alright, let's go ahead and see some of the words which are very popular. Iran, Iraq, Inagda. As you know, Iran, Iraq, names of the countries, Iran, Iran, and Iraq, Iraq, Inagda sometimes, at times. So, we are actually taking you to the certain concepts step by step. So, we are covering first thing that these letters separately, then as vowels and consonants, then slowly changing and using them as combinations, making certain words, and covering almost all the letters one by one, making a vocabulary using these particular letters and these words which you are using in sentences, and then certain different kind of sentences. So, you have quite different types of concepts now. All right, now we will do certain more exercises. Here we have кто это, who is this? Это Ira, this is Ira. Ira is a very popular Russian name for females. Кто это? Это Ira и Inna. Ira and Inna both are very popular Russian names for females. Alright, let's go ahead and look at these new examples which we have with us. Кто это? Who is this? Это mama. Кто это? And when we are saying and who is this? First we are saying who is this? The second question we can ask and who is this? Then we have это papa и брат, this is father or dad, and брат is brother. Likewise we have когда они дома, when do they at home. So we have они дома рано утром, they are at home early in the morning. So you can also make certain such examples by yourself and use them in your day-to-day communication, and you will see that there is a gradual progress when you are listening to these concepts efficiently and side by side writing them down in your notebook. All right, now we will do a certain few more such examples. Это Иван и Инна, Иван тут, а Инна там. All right, let's go ahead. Now, since we have learned quite a few new concepts in this module, we will quickly summarize and see what are the concepts which we have done so far. As you know that in the Russian alphabet, we have already covered its letters, then its vowels and consonants. You have also learned about Russian sound system or the phonetics with the help of various sound combinations as vowel and consonants, consonants and vowels, and a few new Russian words and expressions. Now in the next module, we will be learning about Russian phonetics in a detailed manner, and you will also be introduced to voiced and voiceless consonants. Then we will take you further to the concept of devoicing of consonants. We will also talk about gender in Russian and verbs conjugations. And certainly, we will also be talking about a few new Russian words and expressions. Thank you.